In this presentation, I will be discussing how in-course corrections can be made to help evaluate and adjust an online course. A little background will be useful for you to understand the given scenarios. This online course has been designed for the target audience of third grade students. These learners are ages 8 to 9, and they will be learning math strategies for multiplication. This is also possibly their first online course, so there will be a lot of support and clear navigation. The course aligns with the Florida State Standards for Math. The goal for this course design was to keep engagement high to reach the target audience. The course design itself is based off of ADDIE, cognitivism, and the Keller-Arcs model. ADDIE is the framework chosen for this course with careful consideration of the learners. There is also elements of a cognitivist approach where learners are encouraged to make meaningful connections through real-world application of their learning. The Keller-Arcs model of motivation also helps support the engagement of the learners through active participation and interactive activities. Motivation is key within this course for the learners. The overall learning goal for this course is, by the end of the 4-week course, third grade learners will be able to interpret products of whole numbers by use of a variety of multiplication strategies. Learners will be able to explain and demonstrate how to use each strategy accurately with the real-world application. Learners will complete a variety of engagement activities and discussions to help meet this goal. Formative assessments, such as quizzes, will be used to help evaluate the course as it is implemented. The following is the imagined scenario in which, upon implementation of the course, I begin to notice students falling behind. After completing the second week of the 4-week math unit course, I noticed that 2 students, Scott and Zoe, are rarely posting correct amount of peer responses, don't spend much time on the engagement activities, and are falling behind in the quiz averages. As their instructor, I am concerned that they are not mastering the multiplication strategies and want to make in-course corrections. This scenario is troubling to me as an instructor, and it is important that I utilize best practices to make course corrections in real time. Let's take a closer look at the students themselves. Based on Chickering and Gamson's 7 principles, it is important that the instructor makes contact with each student directly first. This could be as simple as a direct email or chat with the student to get some more background information about what is going on. First, we have Scott. I found he is not able to focus on the discussion post because he does not understand how to post feedback. Also, he is having a hard time reviewing for the quizzes. Next, there is Zoe, and she is shy about posting to the discussion boards and is not interested in online games. She is also not reviewing for the quizzes because she is not motivated to. As their instructor, I want to invest in best practices to help them get back on track to finish the course with appropriate mastery of the learning goal. The evaluative plan for the in-course corrections will have a number of steps with follow-up. First, since it seems both students struggled with the discussion boards, I will want to clarify instructions, possibly provide a model example of expectations, and encourage individual participation with positive remarks. To help other students who may also be struggling, I can post the helpful guidance as announcements in the course itself. Since engagement is key for the course, I want to make sure I provide a variety of options to help increase learner participation. Adding a few extra engagements as resources can be a positive in-course correction. Lastly, motivation for learners to review important course material would be beneficial as a correction. Simple reminder of instructions of how to utilize the review activities can be a positive way to keep the learners focused. Also, helping the learners to stay organized with a timeline would be beneficial and could be a personalized way to reach Scott and Zoe. The second half of the in-course correction plan would be the individualized feedback for Scott and Zoe. After corrections are made, a personal email can be sent to each student to follow up with how they utilize the course now. This feedback will also provide qualitative data for the instructor to help inform and evaluate the quality of the course. For quantitative data, assessments of how Scott and Zoe perform on mastery of remaining quizzes will provide beneficial feedback to the success of the in-course corrections. Positive feedback should be used throughout the course and in peer discussions to help keep motivation for the students and increase instructor to student communication based on Chickering and Gamson's 7 principles. The overall evaluation of in-course corrections can help students master learning goals as well as feel confident in their learning. Online course instructors need to take careful consideration and time to evaluate the course in real time, as well as post-course, to make important and beneficial changes. The adjustments will directly benefit students and increase mastery of the learning content. By using best practices in course design and implementation, instructors are able to provide quality online courses. This practice, Chickering and Gamson's 7 principles, emphasizes that a connection can be drawn between course design and delivering or teaching, and student mastery of course content and the achievement of learning outcomes. Without in-course corrections and in-course evaluation by instructors, learners may never feel truly connected to their learning.